Kevin, good morning. Hello?
Can you hear me?
There he is.
Oh, he's a ghost for Halloween.
That's damn right.
Good morning, fellas. How
What's
we doing?
going on?
Kevin, have you enjoyed the 9-day bender that we've been on right now, where it just seems like every single day it's actually been happiness and stress-free, other than A.J. Brown's cryptic tweets and stories?
It's been fun, man. You know, the most fun about this whole thing, especially what you mentioning the Flyers and Sixers, is when you go in with no expectations and they're playing with a certain energy, both, you know, teams that are young, they are, hey, we've got nothing to lose, let's figure this out. And I embrace it all right now. I'm one of those type of people that says I'm not really trying to look into the spring. Let's just actually live in the moment right now, like you said in this bender in the last, week and a half.
It is amazing, though, that the winter sports have not given us much, like for a long time, where we've had sustained belief for everything. And right now, it's fun. It's fun to be engaged. It's fun to feel like, wow, this thing might actually come together.
Yeah, honestly, I think the Eagles have done a lot of covering up, right, the last 3 years with having so much success. And listen, we all know it no matter what. I mean, you could be in the dead of summer. We're still talking Eagles, right? But they do a lot of cover when things are not going well for other teams, right? The Phillies extend it. They hand it off somewhere in October. We were hoping it would have been late October. And then the Eagles take it over all the way till, January, February, and then you come up for air, and you're like, where are the Sixers and Flyers right now? Do we have anything to look forward to until spring training? And it's been fun, man. Like, I don't go into any expectations with either one right now. I think we'd be smart if we continue to do that and embrace this rookie VJ Edgecombe. We embrace the energy that he brings every night, and we obviously could tell that Tyrese Maxey is the guy that they've built upon and that they see, let's run with him, and let's just build around him with the pieces with some young players.
Kevin, the NFL schedule makers did us Philadelphia sports talk show hosts a favor by giving the bye week midway through the season, because we've been able to do all our mid-season grades and midterm opinions about the Eagles during a bye week, which has been nice. So our question for the audience: preseason, all of our opinions and predictions are based off of paper. Now that we have 8 weeks of data, I want to ask you, what is the biggest difference from what you thought this team would look like coming into the season from what you've seen through 8 weeks?
I don't know if it's the difference, but the things that have been true of my concerns coming in was that second cornerback position, and they haven't figured that out. My concern was the edge when you lose Josh Sweat, and then Nolan Smith goes down with the injury. And then, I did not expect that we would have so many questions on how sloppy the offensive line has looked most of the season. I was not expecting any of that. So, to me, I think sometimes nationally it's because aesthetically we're not pleasing. So everybody, what's wrong with the Eagles? I think we forget that they're 6-2. I think people forget that they beat the Chiefs, they beat the Bucks, they've beaten quality teams like the Rams. And I know the next 6 weeks are going to be, daunting considering who they have on the schedule, including the Packers and the Lions, the physicality of Detroit, which concerns me. But we beat pretty darn good teams, and that plays a role here when you talk about the narrative down the road. So to me, more than anything else, coming out at 6-2, I would feel really good at 6-2. I think the losses I would have probably counted would have been maybe the Rams, maybe the Bucks. To have 2 losses that shocked us and surprised us on how they fell apart against the Broncos and the Giants, it happens. I mean, they corrected things, and going into the bye feeling really good against that Giant defensive front, the way they handled their business, makes me feel pretty good about what the next, 2 months are going to be like. But my only trepidation is the Lions and the physicality of that game and how much it affects the Eagles in that game and then following that game.
Kevin, when you're watching the World Series, I just have to ask you, we talked about this yesterday. Does it make you even more angry about the Phillies when you heard the excuse making that they just ran into a good team, And God forbid they ever call up a young player, and we're watching Boyertown's own Trey Savage start Game 1, end Game 5. At the age of 22, you have to be at least 27 years old to play for the Phillies. That's why Otto Kemp made it finally this year. Are you almost getting angrier knowing what Dave Dombrowski said about we just ran into a good club and got cold at the wrong time? Because to me, Kevin, I was even more pissed off yesterday than I think I was 2 weeks ago.
It's frustrating. And I think what Dombrowski's doing is he's covering up some of the veterans. And, so it's interesting how we look at this with Dave Dombrowski. He calls out Bryce Harper, and many people in the city are like, how dare you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you get him mad? Then he covers up some of the veterans that we ran into a good team. It's like, oh, you're lying to us. So it's like, hey, pick which one do you want, right? So he's doing something as a service to cover some of the guys because he knows in reality they just didn't hit. He calls out one of the guys, and now it's like, what are you doing? My issue is this. I know Savage has been fantastic. Shout out to Pottstown and Boyertown and what he's done at the age of 22. The kid starting at single A to start this season is ridiculous. The starting pitching wasn't the issue. So if this is alluding to Painter and calling him up, that wasn't the issue.
No, I just mean the Justin Crawfords, like the Phillies, like they're afraid to call up anybody.
They won't.
I agree. I totally agree in that sense. It just can't hit, man. And guess what? The Dodgers are going through it right now. The Dodgers are losing their mind because guess what? The Dodgers are long ball hitters. And guess what? The Phillies are the same way. We just cracked against their starting pitching. And the Blue Jays, by the way, the Blue Jays in the offseason got a hitting coach, and their hitting went from mid-20s to top 5. Yeah.
With
it's
a different approach.
How that thing.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's the one thing that drives me crazy. The approach has been the same the last 3 Octobers. It has not changed. And that, I think, drives, the fan base crazy. And the Blue Jays, man, they're patient. Their star's a star. And I know Ohtani deserves all the conversation. But, man, Vlad Jr. has been like, I will carry you, get on my back, because I will consistently hit in every single series.
Tell me 6 o'clock Sports Center means full-size candy bars.
Well, I don't know because I'm not on it tonight because I've got a couple more windows.
No, but I mean,
I'm
sure.
Couple more windows.
Did Monica go get the candy, or did you?
Yeah, like what kind of candy were giving out at the Negandhi house?
Monica got the candy. Dad's going out right now later on and going to go get some of the full-size candy bars.
All right.
Yeah, you got to do that.
I also got an 11-month-old lab, and it's a night where he's going to lose his mind.
Oh, the doorbell.
Everybody. So
I heard L. Duncan's giving out snack size, and that's not. And that's you tell L that doesn't hang. That's not good.
Kevin, enjoy yourself
Thanks,
tonight. And oh, by the way, maybe, just maybe, the Temple Owls will be bowl eligible.
Wouldn't that be great?
Tomorrow evening.
What a story! Shout out to Casey Keeler, man. And if they win out the rest of the schedule, they're playing the American Championship. Keep that in mind. KC deserves a ton of credit, and Evan Simon. 21 touchdowns, no picks.
Yep.
Like a shout-out to Temple football.
Kev,
They've been kicking butt.
He may actually deserve Coach of the Year talk. If they win 3 of the last 4, he should be in the conversation for it.
Go Owls.
Without question, considering what he's done. And that Navy game that'll
I know. That sucked. That sucked right at the very end.
Thanks, buddy.
Kevin, listen, man, enjoy yourself tonight. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you next week.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
There he is. Kevin Negandhi on the Comcast Business Hotline.
Did I guilt him into getting the full-size bars? Because
you may have.